Our program will begin in just a moment, but a few reminders for the audience on behalf of the graduates. First, kindly take a moment to note the location of the exit nearest you in the event of an emergency. Please silence your cell phones, and in the event that you receive a call, please take it outside. In the light of this solemn event, we ask that you act accordingly. And finally, should your young child become disruptive, we ask that you take your child out to the foyer until he or she can calmly return to the event. Thank you. We'll begin shortly.
Welcome to the graduation exercises for the Rogers High School class of 2019. Please stand and welcome our distinguished faculty. Please remain standing as we welcome our 2019 graduates to Rogers High School 146th graduation ceremony. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps Viking Battalion. The national anthem will be played by Rogers High School senior Ezra Montero. Thank you. Please be seated. Today, on the 75th anniversary of when Allies invaded Normandy, in remembrance of D-Day, may we please have a moment of silence for all that served. Thank you. I would now like to introduce our distinguished guests who are joining us this evening, members of the Newport City Council, members of the Newport School Committee, Newport Public Schools administrators, Newport Community School Director Tracy Shea, and guest speaker Bob Angel. Are you guys hot too? Sweating a little bit up here. I wish. Turn the AC on, that's great. Whew. All right. So welcome, class of 2019. I am so proud of each and every one of you for all of your accomplishments and for being here tonight. A throwback to last year, you made it. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your family and friends, so please, a round of applause and a heartfelt thank you to all those who have supported you. Class of 2019, thank you for everything that you have taught me. Yes, you taught me. I have learned so much from you. I have learned about competition and competing. We have title-winning teams like baseball and volleyball. We have nationally ranked track athletes, historians, and robotics teams. I've learned from those teams, but I've also learned from those teams here at Rogers that struggled to get their first victory, but came every day to every practice, to every game, and competed for the love of the sport, for the love of the team, and the love of their teammates. I've learned about grit and perseverance. We have students in Rogers, in Newport, that struggle every day to overcome obstacles that get in their way, and these children still come to school, and you guys are a part of that. You've come and you've worked hard and you've made it here. We also have some children that lost the functionality of their legs, and they still come to school. And we'll hear from him later. I've learned about compassion and sympathy. When a class takes it upon themselves to support a peer with a makeover, a haircut, and a shave, and that young man was beaming afterwards with such pride, I learned about compassion that day. I learned about empathy. Having lost my father within the last year and knowing how hard that can be as an adult, to watch students have to struggle with that as well, it's heartbreaking. And for some, that experience is very public, or was very public. But all that have lost know that they're looking down upon you right now, and they are proud, and they are happy of where you are and what you've done. Keep it up. I've learned about passion and love. And all I can say is, Jaitik, the prom? Congratulations to you and Angelica. There's so much more. There isn't enough time. I could speak about almost every kid in this class and talk about what they've done and what I've learned from them on a day-to-day basis. You have amazing kids. And so what I want to get to is the fact that you have strengthened my faith in the next generation. I am so proud of all of you and everything that you've done and what you're going to go on to do. Congratulations, class of 2019. Please welcome me in joining to the podium Superintendent Dr. Colleen Burns-Germain.
Thank you, Mr. Vance. I'd also like to remind in the class of 2019, it's through your family, friends, and your teachers that you are here today. And I want to congratulate you on being here today. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of struggle, and it takes a lot of hard work. And in order to get to those dreams, you have to work hard. Since the age of 14, I worked 3 jobs until I was the age of 40. And it takes a lot of hard work, it takes a lot of dedication, and it takes applying yourself as much as possible. One thing no one can ever take away from you is your education, what you learn, what your skill is. No one. And the more you apply yourself and the more you make yourself the best you can be, you will be successful in no matter what. I'll be brief. 3 things, and some of you may have heard me say it to you before. Remember faith, family, and your friends. Faith in yourself. You can do whatever it is you put your mind to it, and I know you can because I know some of you personally have done this. Family. Whether it's the family you're born into or the family you make on your team or with your friends, family comes first. And finally, your friends. Choose wisely. Your friends should be people that make you better, and you make them better. The true sign of character is how good a friend you can be to others. You are now going to enter an elite part of your life. When you walk out tonight, you'll be a Viking. Vikings forever. And as a Viking, we will always be here for you, to support you, and you can always come back. So I congratulate you, the class of 2019. Remember, faith, family, friends, and be a Viking. True. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Germain. It is now my pleasure to welcome Mr. Ray Gomes, Chair of the Newport School Committee, to greet you.
Thank you. It's certainly my honor to represent the school committee and say congratulations to our graduates and their families for all the hard work they've put in. I also have to do a little special recognition for Josephine Carwell-Ridnor, who was the student body representative to the school committee for this year. I know I speak for everybody when I say that we truly appreciate Josephine's input and wisdom and everything she shared with us. She certainly enlightened us many times during the course of the year with her knowledge and her insight into some of the issues we were dealing with. So Josephine will get a small token of our appreciation when she comes up for her diploma later this evening. But I know it's heartfelt from the whole school committee when we say thank you to Josephine for her participation this year as your student representative with us. And to you guys, I have one message, and that is to stay in touch. As you go off into the world, stay in touch with each other. Many of you have been together since kindergarten, your first day in school, and now here tonight, your last day in high school. So through Newport schools, many of you have been together from kindergarten to today. Some came in during Thompson, others joined the last couple of years as you went through Rogers. But you've all been a class, you've been friends, you've been through a lot. So stay in touch with each other. And certainly stay in touch with this community who's very proud of you tonight for the accomplishments and all the hard work you've put in. So stay in touch with each other, your community, your teachers. Let us know how you do as you go out into the world. So again tonight, congratulations to all of you and good luck wherever the world takes you from tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gomes. It is now my pleasure to welcome Mayor Jamie Bova to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. Vance. Congratulations, class of 2019. This is a milestone achievement in your personal and academic lives. The hard work that you guys put in over the past 4, 8, 12 years will help you for the rest of your life, no matter what path you're on. And the friendships and relationships that you formed here will stay with you. The future is in your hands, and it's a lot to take on, but I can't wait to see what you all do with it. I am so honored and proud to be able to call myself the mayor of Newport and the mayor, your mayor. I am so proud of each and every one of you, whether I know you personally or not, because I know that you do great things and that you're going to keep doing great things. So thank you for all that you've contributed so far and all that I know you will continue to contribute to our community and to whichever community you end up belonging to in the future. Congratulations.
It is my privilege to introduce Mr. Bob Angel to address the graduating class of Rogers High School.
How about that scintillating Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Jared Vance? How's he doing? I know the mayor said she could hardly wait to see what you guys do now that you've graduated. I know some of you guys, and I frankly am very nervous. I'll give you a break there. I was just reading my biography, by the way. Damn, I am old. I was taught when I was young to respect my elders. Problem today is I can't find anybody who's elder than me. I want to say good evening and to our honored guests, to the faculty, the parents, family, friends, to the guy in row 12 who's already dozing off, and to the incredible Rogers High School class of 2019. Incredible. As you notice, the previous speakers have been very brief. I, of course, will make up for that. Get comfortable. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to think of yourselves at this moment in kind of a literary sense, because you are right now kind of a rough draft. And you are right now, all of you, embarking on the story of you. Now, it was more than 55 years ago, damn it, that I was sitting here in this auditorium getting ready to graduate just like you are. And as I was coming over here, as they drove me from the nursing home, I was trying to think, what do these young people want to hear from somebody who basically looks like the twin brother of Father Time? Well, in 1962, when I woke up from my nap at the graduation ceremony, I kind of hoped for something profound, something motivating, something compelling, so that I could listen to it and learn from it. And if that is your wish, right here, right now, then I guess it's up to me to get Eliza Taylor up here as soon as possible. Listen, some of you may know me. Some of you, perhaps most of you, are thinking, who the hell is this guy anyway? Well, who I am really doesn't matter, but my wish is that what I've been able to do in my lifetime might inspire you in some small way. To be blatantly honest, here at Rogers, I was a pretty quiet kid, I was an average student, and I was definitely not one of those big studs. You know, I was no Billy Lavager by any means. Now, as you are about to discover, life is going to present you with a number of challenges. So I want to give you a couple of quick challenges that life threw at me kind of early on, right about at your stage here. After graduation, I went to college. I thought I was going to become a history teacher, so I took the courses. Of course, I didn't expect to reach the heights of, say, and Angela Johnson. But nonetheless, after the first semester, when I failed my history course, being a flexible kind of guy, I figured, all right, I'll be an English teacher. Okay? I mean, if Patrick Largy can do it. So anyway, after my second semester, after I flunked my English course, life kind of slapped me in the face with my first major challenge. Basically a challenge of, now what do I do? And it took a few years, but I kind of stumbled onto the Rhode Island School of Broadcasting, more out of curiosity as opposed to let's say, a planned direction. So here's the deal. If you don't mind, I just want to make a point here. As sure as I am standing here, your journeys, your pathways are about to begin. You will be challenged. You will have to make some hard decisions. You will maybe have to make some painful decisions. There will be disappointments. There could be failures. Do not back down. Do not give up. Do not give in. This is where you take a dose of believing in you. That easy way out is rarely, if ever, the best way. Don't settle for that. There are moments in everyone's life where the walls seem to block us, frustrate us, anger us. And a lot of the times, those walls are self-constructed. So your resiliency, your confidence, your instincts are going to be tested. So get ready. If you fall, get up. If you fail, try again. Perseverance pays off. Now, as I was saying, here I was toying with the idea of the School of Broadcasting. Me, that shy little kid who, by the way, stuttered his way through middle school and high school. I don't know what you guys do in English these days, but back in the olden days, when I had to take the stagecoach to get to the high school, we had to stand in front of a class and give a book report. Oh God, I cringed, I trembled, I stuttered. And yet, barely 6 years out of Rogers High School, still stuttering, I'm headed for a broadcasting school? What was I thinking? Well, that was September of 1966. In February of 67, the professor at the school picks 4 of his better students and sends them off to experience a job interview, just to see what it would be like. Well, one of those 4 actually gets hired. That would be the occasional stutterer. Now, I'm working in radio. So, 52 years later, I'm still trying to get the hang of it, okay? I think I got it. However, I did get fired from that first job in a matter of 3 months, all right? My second job, though, brought me to my home ground, some familiar territory, and I ended up at WADK Radio in Newport. Now, I know what a lot of you may be thinking, what I was thinking back in 1967. Why would I want to go to a radio station that the old people listen to? I'm young. I'm cool. Anyway. Well, the years went by. I grew up a little, and I kind of got a firmer grasp on what this radio station was all about. I could see that they really were serving the community, all right? And that was cool. That was a good thing. But I thought maybe the radio station could do a little bit more. So I said, why don't we put a spotlight on this high school athletic community that we have? Why don't we try to make the community more aware of all of these countless positives that comes out of these athletic programs? So I created a sports department where there never was one before. I made it a point to get out there, broadcast as much as I could, as often as I could, in as many sports as possible so that the community got it, could really see, be enlightened. And I think maybe we've got it there. This was me giving back to the community where I was born, where I was raised, where I was educated, and now where I've raised my own family. And it's a very satisfying feeling. All through these twists and turns of a lifetime, I found a path. It took a while, but I eliminated some of those self-imposed limits. I got rid of some of those unnecessary boundaries. And now, I ask myself, had it been my dream to be a radio broadcaster? Was it fate? Was it destiny? Not really. You make your own destinies. There's no way you could have convinced me when I was here in 1962, sitting where you're sitting, believing that in the year 2019, Mr. Stutterer would be standing here trying to convince you how really good you are. So what I want you to do is simply face your challenges that you run into. Embrace the challenges. Conquer the challenges. Don't build the walls. Don't put on the limits. Don't set up the boundaries. Trust in you. Believe in you. Now, if you recall a few minutes ago, I likened you to a rough draft. Well, just consider this your opening chapter to a lifelong manuscript. And I'm here to tell you, and I'm here to convince you, each of you, you are all fully capable of creating a masterpiece. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Angel. I'm honored to welcome to the podium the Valedictorian of the senior class president, Ben Pratt. Ben will be attending Boston College in the fall.
Family, friends, community members, teachers, faculty and staff, and the class of 2019. As class president, it is an honor to be a part of this celebration, the 146th graduation ceremony at Rogers High School. I'd like to start by thanking those who are here for us tonight. It is because of these supporters that we are walking this stage. I'd like to give a special thank you and a round of applause for those who put this event together, the main office, the guidance office, and the administration. I'd like to give another thank you to our class advisor, Ms. Stump, for all of the work she has done for us. I'd like to give another thank you to Mrs. Odd, who is finishing her last year here at Rogers. Many of us have been classmates since elementary school, whether we began at Underwood, Cary, Cranston Calvert, Sullivan, or Cogshell. After 13 years in Newport Public Schools and 4 here at Rogers, I've learned just how quick the time goes. It feels like just yesterday that we were freshmen, watching our seniors graduate, thinking that the time would never come for us. Although time may have flew, the class of 2019 left their mark in Rogers and in the Newport community. In academics, we have students going to some of the top universities in the country. We have students already going out to start a career in their respective trades. And in athletics, teams and individuals have won division and state titles, most recently the baseball team ending a 48-year title drought. To the class of 2019, I would like to leave you with a piece of advice. Be kind and follow your dreams. Sticking by these words will ensure your success in the future. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. I'm honored to welcome to the podium valedictorian for the graduating class of 2019, Eliza Taylor. Eliza will be attending the University of Rhode Island in the fall.
Rogers community. As we celebrate the graduation of the class of 2019 and celebrate our hard work and accomplishments from the past 13 years, it has become increasingly evident to me that we must acknowledge the hard work of those who raised us and paved our paths leading us to this auditorium. Thank you to the administration that leads our education. Thank you to the music and art teachers who gave us an outlet to express our creativity. Thank you to the history teachers who emphasized the importance of learning and growing from the past. Thank you to the science teachers who taught us not just who we are, but what we are and what is around us. Thank you to the math teachers who taught us to be problem solvers and thinkers. Thank you to the English teachers who opened our brain to abstract thought and helped us express ourselves through language. Thank you to our foreign language teachers who taught us the value of diverse culture. Thank you to the career and technical teachers who taught us to work as professionals. Thank you, Mrs. Odd, for your 31 years of service to the Rogers community and everything you've done for me during my time at Rogers. Rogers and I will miss you. Thank you to our coaches, mentors, advisors who pushed us to achieve our full potential. And to our mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers, uncles, aunts, siblings, guardians, and friends and neighbors who have become like family for giving us the opportunity to obtain an education and the much-needed support to do so. Lastly, thank you to each member of the class of 2019. Each one of us holds a unique role in our class community, valuable in our own way. Without any one person, this class and educational experience would have been much different. We've grown as a class, and today we sit here stronger than ever. Wherever we go in life, whether that be to the other side of town, the other side of the country, or the other side of the world, we will always have our Viking family to come home to. Traditional Vikings needed each other for battle. The success in their battle relied heavily on the structural integrity of their shield wall, which was composed of men standing shoulder to shoulder, shields locked together. They needed each other. On their own, individual Vikings used the support of their fellow Vikings to be farmers, sailors, explorers, and craftsmen. Today, we, the Vikings of 2019, are still farmers, craftsmen, sailors, and explorers. But even more so, we are people in business, graphic designers, tradesmen, educators, healthcare professionals, engineers, scientists, writers, and historians. We will hold our Viking title with pride as we forge our new paths. We will have the Viking strength inside us forever. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Eliza. We've reached that special moment in our program where the graduates will be awarded their diplomas. I ask the senior guidance counselors, Ms. Linda Halliday Matoza and Mr. Patrick O'Connell, to please assist me as I present our graduates with their diplomas.
Leslie Yamilet Aguilar. Liliana Aguilar. Selena Aguilar Tobias. Jack Alexander. Rachel Almonte Encarnacion. Devon Ashad Anton. Destiny Marie Anton. Jason C. Anton. Jarrell D. Anton. Kiara Lee Aponte. Miran Alaya Aaron Berry. Chase Raymond Audette. Aubrey Elizabeth Baker.
Orla Rose Bean. Destiny Booker. Isabel Booth. Jordan Bronco. Nar Brito. Denzel Bude. Patrick James Butler. Ike Cartagena. Josephine Mary Carwile Ridner. Graham Kluwer. Najee Cole. Ryan K. Collum. Jamani A. Cologne. Tatiana J. Cologne. Norberto Cologne Olet. Luis Concoba. Darvin Concoba. Kaylee Page Cook.
Christina K. Copeland. Riley Matthew Cranston. J. Crowley. Emma Catherine Dano. Janisa Diaz. Lydia Christina Diaz. Alexander Dizon. William Matheson Doherty. John T. Downs. Naomi Alicia Edwards. Veronica Justina Enel. Stephen Bryant Farias Jr. Andres M. Farabee.
Joseph Scott Frederick II. Crystal S. Fuerte. Jack D. Gomes. Ryan Grednuck, Jr. Jonathan Alexander Guzman. Aziz T. Hazel. Jaitik Harris. Cecilia Lord Harvey. Peter Elia Hebda. Angelica Heflin. Yotiz R. Hernandez. Tanasia Hicks. Leanna Lucille Hall. Lincoln C. Humphrey. Aaron Matthew Ingersoll.
Colton James Kenny. Patrick J. Kerwin. Rose Ariana Gustafsis. William Scott Lavager. Daniel J. Layton. Danya Elizabeth Lopez Hernandez. Dylan M. Laughlin. Antonio Miguel Madera. Noah A. Manuel. Brenton R. Marvell. Taylor Massey. Michaela Ann Matthews. Raylyn Haiti Marie Matos. Kiana Christine McCants. Dante L. McCrae. Isaiah McDowell Durfee.
Kelly C. McGinn. Ty Medeiros. Cosmo Emilio. Tyler Brian Miller. Jordan Elizabeth Minor. Mia Marie Mojica. Ezra Amani Montero. Anika L. Murphy. Hassan Nemi. Ryan W. Neal Jr. Isla Newsom. Ewan Tilson Noble. Kyra J. Noka. Jesse Ojeda. Lorenzo Olson Sherman. Nicholas O'Neill. Leslie Gabriela Ortiz.
Nyasia Renee Ortiz. Juniper Park. Osiris Para Jr. Ethan Pimentel. Evelyn Perez. Alexander W. Perkins. Eliza Marie Peru. Bella R. Pine. Brandon W. Poling. Benjamin L. Pratt. Destiny Kionis. Lillian M. Ratcliffe. Steve T. Reed. Craig A. Rich, Jr. Jason Jamal Richardson, Jr. Molly E. Roberts. Elvis Ruano Castillo. Jacqueline Beatrice Santos Pineda. Samantha M. Sharp. Caitlin Jean Shemley. Robert John Sherman. Christine Grace Sicilian. Javen Eugene Smith. Dylan T. Stahl. Daryl Kalon Stanton. Tyler Alexander Stillman. Elizabeth L. Taylor. Jonathan Tejada Corletto. Jaleel S. Thomas. Gwen Alexandra Toba. Sandra Morgan Vention. William B. Vergadamo. Romeo Walmsley. Niall K. Walsh. Shannon Elizabeth Ward. Chariah Chantel Washington. Eli Hunter Weininger. Anna Williams. Arthur H. Williams III. Paige C. Williams. Jamel Jason Wills. Got it, Jamel.
Does that sound amazing? Now I would like to introduce Senior Class Advisor, Miss Elizabeth Stump.
Got me. At this time, I would like all the graduates to stand and face our faculty. Your applause will be a symbol of your gratitude for all they have done for you over the past years. Please now turn and face your loved ones and offer a round of applause and appreciation for all their love and support. Ben, would you now please come to the podium and lead your class in the turning of the tassels?
Class of 2019, turn your tassels.
This concludes the graduation ceremony for the Rogers High School class of 2019. We ask the audience to please remain seated. We ask that you remain seated while our faculty and graduates recess. Please allow them a few moments to bid their goodbyes. Faculty, if you will please lead our graduates out. Audience, thank you for joining us for our celebration. Please enjoy the remainder of your evening.